All right, we are going live on YouTube. It is the On the Hunt podcast, episode 78 tonight. Believe it or not, we are on our way to 80 episodes. That's what 3 seasons of Lions football will do for you, my friends. And hey, you know what? I say 78 looks pretty good on all of us. I'm just saying. We're going to go over here real quick and do a quick checkup on our resident defensive coordinator, Nate Rucker. Nate, how's it going, man?
Man, I'm good. I was a little bit under the weather for a minute, but I'm good now. Was able to enjoy the win. The win helped everything. No, I'm good. I hate to say, but like me and Bobby said, we keep telling y'all, so sooner or later, y'all will listen to us. Bobby, Bobby, what you got, doggy?
Everything is good in the world. I mean, shoot, I don't even know about the presidents, none of that stuff. Who running, who won? But I do know who the perfect quarterback was.
Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah,
here we
everything is good.
go.
Bobby got a hat 2 weeks in a row. So all I'm gonna do
Oh,
is sip my Detroit Lions beverage.
And look, and whisper in the wind, Jared Goff, Jared Goff,
Man.
Jared Goff.
I tell you
Hey,
what,
but hey, they need to be shouting Montgomery too, though, because that boy. I'm surprised he didn't get a piss test today. To be honest with you.
He probably will.
Yeah.
so I have to say, okay, I have to say, if you were at the Toledo Walmart this morning, okay, had Bobby been working, which he wasn't, thank God for that. But if he was working, you would have got an 18% discount. He would have offered you membership to the 18 for 18 club. It would have been all about the beautiful number 18 because last night Jared Goff did something that you don't see hardly anybody do ever, which is start a game perfect and end the game perfect, almost like Denzel Washington said in Remember the Titans, we will be perfect in every facet of the game, and he certainly was. So I already know
Drop
if
a
you were
pass,
trying,
run a mile.
that's right. And,
Yeah.
and and nobody was running the mile yesterday, so that thank God for that. But I already know if anybody in the comment section tries to say anything about Jared Goff tonight, I can promise you, you will have first class delivered a big old can of whoop ass from Bobby Bless, okay? Because he is just not about that tonight. You know, you can't say nothing about his quarterback, which is funny because last week, or I shouldn't say last week, but last episode, we were legitimately talking about, hey, like he looks a little bit out of sync. And it was all fair. Bobby was saying it too. So, Bobby, what do you think changed against that thorn in our side known as the Seattle Seahawks?
Oh, it's pretty obvious, man. They ran the ball, man, because Jared Goff is a play action quarterback, big dog. And as you know, if you can't fake them to the run, if they not honoring the fake, you know, it's your pass. They waiting on the pass kind of thing. And I also feel like Ben Johnson did more of getting guys open towards the middle. I know we probably going to elaborate on that a lot more, but the play that pops in my mind for that is the Jamison Williams touchdown, the 70-yarder. It was so many decoys going across the field that JMO was wide open going across. And as soon as he touched that, and I seen him get 3 full steps, I said, it's over. He gone. All right, all I had to see is them 3 steps and stride. He gone. So I want to actually give Ben Johnson his credit because he actually called a good game. Not saying that he ain't capable. I'm just saying it's a what have you done lately kind of world, and lately he calling them right.
So basically, what you're saying is just like Leonard Skinner, give me 3 steps, right? Anyway, so I had to word that in. So, you know what? Funny thing, not Lions related, but I've been going out driving because I got my license now, right? So I'm
Woo-woo.
out there exploring, right? So I ended up going to Walmart the other day, and they had a Leonard Skinner Greatest Hits album for $7, and I went, you know what? Why not? I'm like, why not take a look and see what's on there? Because I didn't realize I knew way more of their music than I did. You know, I knew about Sweet Home Alabama and Simple Man, but then I was like, oh wow, they got some other cool stuff on there too. But anyway, back to the
Hey,
Lions.
hey, just
Uh,
wait a minute. Just I fact or tidbit. I have at my mother's house, I had a Leonard Skinner poster hanging in my wall.
Oh, very cool.
I don't know how I got it. And I knew who they were, the Sweet Home Alabama dudes, but it was such a sweet poster. I just threw it on the wall.
Yep. Nate's shaking his head. Nate, are you not a Skinner fan? No, he's not. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's not for everybody. That's fine. But anyway, Nate, as far as the game last night, your first impressions, my friend.
About time.
About time. See, I knew Bobby was going to be elated. I was going to be happy, and then Nate was going to come in and be like, "That's what we should have been doing the entire time."
That's satisfaction. That's still satisfaction. He's satisfied.
Right. It's definitely satisfaction. But if you think about it, like Seattle has owned us when they shouldn't.
Our bullies, as I was told in one football group. So
boys ain't no damn bullies. They just kept getting lucky. But the thing is, it's one of those where teams have done the most and they do themselves the worst disservice is they play down to their competition. Seattle has never been in our league since Dan Cameron has been our coach. We know this. But they're always the hardest team to play because we always play down to their level.
To me, it was Pete Carroll, man. Pete Carroll not there, that wise veteran coach. And that was
literally, coach. Like we even when you look at like the game plan itself, the way Geno played, it's always the same. He takes a little shot here down the field, but majority of it, everything is check downs, everything is to the flat. It's just finally, we kept scoring. We did not take our foot off the gas and ran their ass into the fucking ground. Like plain and simple.
From start, too.
Y'all can't do shit. Y'all, they're not calling all these holdings on Aiden Hutchinson, but y'all calling a pass interference and an illegal contact every freaking play. Okay, that's fine. You're not calling it both ways. You're not calling a holding on Aiden every time he gets around the corner. You're not calling the ones on Azarique, on Levi. You're not calling that. Okay, whatever. But what they did was kept them off balance. Completely kept that defense off balance. Granted, they were missing some huge pieces on that defense. They were missing some huge pieces, so we definitely took advantage of it. And it was just good to see. It's good to see a 40 ball put on their ass. Hell, they came in here and put 50 on us a couple of years ago. So y'all hurry up. Y'all take this 40. Y'all get y'all ass back on the plane.
Get you a 40 piece. Get you a nice 40 piece.
Right. Don't got to see y'all ass for a couple of seasons.
Unless
it's the playoffs.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope not. But anyway, my general impressions of the game, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all can take away my fan card if you choose to. But I fell asleep in the third quarter. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I fell asleep in the third quarter. Now, why did I fall asleep in the third quarter?
You was tired. Shit. That's why.
I was tired, but also I had no doubt. My team's going to win the game. You realize how much of an evolution that is from just 3 seasons ago, where I would be on the edge of my seat, even if we had a lead, being like, oh my God, we're going to screw this up. I was not worried about that last night. I slept peacefully. I woke up finding out that Jared Goff went 18 out of 18. My guy Gibbs had, double touchdowns once again. I mean, it was nice.
Cheers to that.
That's right. So, I mean, again, to me, right, you can take my fan card away if you want to, but I looked at it like, hey, I ain't got nothing to worry about. And when I knew we had nothing to worry about? When we got up 21-7. That's when I went, there ain't no way they're coming back. They might make it interesting, but they're not coming back.
But you know what? That's when you should always be the most uneasy. In professional sports, the worst thing you could do is be up big early, especially before halftime. As we've seen it in the Super Bowl, we've seen it in multiple games, not even just in the NFL. You've seen it in basketball. Teams be down by 25, 30 points. And then that second half come in, that third quarter, that fourth quarter, there's this one guy, man. This guy caught momentum, and he can easily change a game really, really quickly. And it was just good that it didn't happen. But 21-7 before halftime, to me, is not comfortable. And knowing that they were getting the ball coming out.
I wasn't worried about it though. I mean, like I said, call me blind or whatever, but like I really was not worried about it at all. But I will say, okay, and I think Nate will appreciate this. I've been working into all of the high school football broadcasts this year that momentum. I've been talking about momentum, our good buddy Mo, and how Mo is fickle. I keep working in stuff that we talk about on this show into my broadcasts whenever we do that. And I'll tell you what, I'll use this as an example. Last week, one of the running backs for the high school team that I cover, he just flat out ran over people. And I just kind of went with it, and I do got to be careful about what I say because it is on the radio. And if I curse, I'll get in trouble. But I believe what I said in that moment, I got all excited and I was like, I got plans today and they don't involve messing around with you. Get out of my way or something like that. And then this morning, I saw that David Montgomery run and I'm like, ooh, like he must have been feeling that way. I got plans and they don't involve messing around with your ass. Get away. So that was something else. Bobby, that was a
Hey,
beautiful play.
dude, I'm so glad he ain't getting no touchdown. I probably passed out, man, because that shit, that was crazy, man. Because I was looking first I was looking like, because I remember it all the way. Oops, I remember it all the way. He ran over my guy, and then I was like, woo, you know how that go. And then he like made a move, and then 3 Seahawks went this way, and then they came back, and he made another move, and the same 3 went back this way, and then he cut all the way to the outside. I said, man, if he would have got a touchdown, I probably would have passed out, or my neighbors would have called the police, something like that, because I was tripping. Man, look, I thought that was gonna be like, Marshawn Lynch run in the playoffs against the Saints. That's the kind of vibe I was getting from that, man. I have never seen a running back for the Detroit Lions have a play like that. Now we done seen Barry do a lot of different stuff, but that right there, no, that ain't no Zach.
Not running somebody completely over. I mean, like he lowered the boom shakalaka on old boy.
And then when they hyping it up, how he's an aggressive, hard hitting corner and shit. Yeah, right.
I mean, he is. I mean, granted, he's going to be good. He's going to be good, but
when the fly hit your windshield on the expressway is how he went out.
Oh my God.
He did. He hit that boy hard as hell, boy.
That's why I thought he was gonna get a piss test. I know he had got that cup today, man. He had to.
But you know what? He was running and it was crazy because the offensive line, they gave up a couple of sacks. But when it came to the running game, they was opening up some holes for them boys.
Yeah, and that new kid on the line, number 74, he was moving stuff too. He sure was. The guy that they replaced Graham. Yeah, I can't even pronounce his name.
Yeah. I mean, and the crazy part, he's gotten better. Because I remember
wasn't he the person that you were complaining about last year, Nate?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very much so. That's what I was going to say, because he was struggling so bad. But Hank Fraley, big shout out to him, our offensive line coach. He's getting with him, keeping it with him, moving it. Fuck. Decker was the fuck up this week. Like, I thought it would have been a new guy. New guy held his own. I mean, had a pancake in there. They ran behind him a couple of times off left guard, like where he sealed the inside, turned the guy. So he did. He did. He had a very good game. Very.
Now, Nate, defensively for the Lions, okay?
What
are you seeing? What do you like? What needs improvement?
Well, again, they're doing things with they're missing key guys back there. So this is why I was telling people how big Melifonwu is into what the Lions do. Melifonwu is your safety / box linebacker. This is your blitz safety. Like as we seen when Kirby Joseph came out, Kirby Joseph is a better ball hawk than he is a blitzer. Because had that been Melifonwu, Gino was out of here. Gino was out of here. But and then you're missing Brian Branch. So you've seen Kirby Joseph coming down into the box, run short or miss the hole. On a couple of those Kenneth Walker runs where Brian Branch would have been there filling that spot. So, that's where a lot of those runs that Kenneth Walker got, Kirby Joseph was missing the tackle or he was overrunning the run play, and then Kenneth Walker would just run right behind him. So, but again, that's all due, with injuries, guys going in different positions. Like I say, but the loss of Melifonwu and Branch was still huge, but they did good, man, and they really good. And that the inside tandem, Elaine McNeil and DJ Reader, is going to be a problem. Them two boys push the pocket. Of course, Aiden does what he does, and we just got to figure out something on the opposite side of Aiden, where you can get consistent pressure. James Houston played for the first time in a couple of weeks, so he had a couple of offsides and things of that nature, but that's just due to him not being, I think, in live game action. So, but for the most part, man, I'm good with it. I am.
Just to add on what you said, Nate. My dude Davis, even though the referees has kept throwing the flag on him, he was still in DK Metcalf face. You feel me? He didn't care. I would like for him not to get those flags, but then again, with DK Metcalf, he's going to get flags he don't deserve or that wouldn't be thrown typically anyway. So I was glad that he didn't let the referee's flag deter him from playing defense, basically, for sure.
So, question as far as like teams outside of the Lions, okay? Looking around the division for a moment. You got the Packers, you got the Bears, and you got the Vikings, obviously. Everybody knows that. Let me just give you my thoughts, and then I want to get you guys' thoughts on it. I know we're only 4 games in, but still, it's we're a quarter down, essentially. So my initial thoughts are Vikings, damn. Like, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting the Vikings to play serious competition, which they have, and be 4-0 at the end of it. Like, that to me is impressive. Sam Darnold, I'm happy for him because every once in a while, you will get these quarterbacks who have been written off, who get another opportunity with a different team, and it ends up working out. Obviously, Geno Smith is a perfect example of that, right? Bounced around the league, and actually was drafted by the same team as Sam Darnold, by the way. So maybe that says something about that organization. But anyway, Geno Smith gets himself a contract. He's Seattle's guy. Sam Darnold might be playing himself into a long-term deal with Minnesota. Now, I know they drafted J.J. McCarthy, but they are really firing on all cylinders when it comes to what they're able to do with this offense and the scheme and the weapons that are already there. Plus, you add in competent quarterback play from Sam Darnold. I wasn't really concerned about the Vikings. Now I'm kind of looking at them like, you know what? That might be a little bit harder of a game than I gave them credit for. Packers, I'm going to be honest with you. The Packers, I feel, have taken a step back. And I don't know if anybody else would agree with me on that, but Jordan Love looks like the Jordan Love from Utah State and not the Jordan Love from the last 8 games of last season where he wasn't turning the ball over. Now it's like he's almost a liability. When they try to come back, he still can't help himself. He ends up throwing the interception. So to me, I kind of look at that and I go, okay, now let's see the real Jordan Love that, maybe some people thought he was over. But again, I feel like when you throw a lot of interceptions as a quarterback, it's kind of something that you're never really going to get over. And the team that drafts you just has to get used to it and figure out other ways to make it work. And then lastly, the Bears. Man, the Bears look like crap. I mean, I realize they beat the Rams, but the Rams are really nothing right now. And honestly, Caleb Williams, I mean, they're already talking about getting rid of the coaching staff, which honestly they probably should have done after last season. But I'm not too concerned about the Bears. But I guess what I would say is Bears look like I thought they would. Packers, I feel, have taken a step back. And Minnesota at the moment, man, they look like something that could give us headaches. I'm not saying they'll beat us, but they could definitely give us a good game. Let me go over to Bobby. Bobby, what's your outlook on this division right now, man?
Let's start from the bottom. The Bears
Okay.
is what we thought they were, as what my boy say. I never believed in the hype, none of that. As far as Green Bay, I feel like Jordan Love, he's still starting the season. He was injured. It's still his preseason kinda, so it's a growing pains. And as far as Minnesota, they almost lost the game they had in the bag. They only scored. The part you left off, Elijah, is they running game is dog shit. And they only scored 3 points in the second half. After getting wait a minute. After getting them interceptions. So Sam Darnold and them, hey, pleasantly surprised, but not scared. Okay? Not scared. Ain't even talk about that. The Bears, and I was telling somebody, they wrong for how they did the Bears. They can put them on the damn Hard Knocks, made everybody think they was gonna be good, and then when they come out, they just the Bears. Okay. So it's still early in the season, so where I can determine who is legit and who ain't legit. But I ain't scared of Minnesota. And yes, I am biased when I say that, but I'm still not scared. I'm not scared.
I'm not saying that I'm scared of Minnesota. I'm just saying that I wasn't expecting a good game from them.
Well, Minnesota gonna have to run the ball to beat us because if they don't want to get in the shootout with us. We got more weapons than them. They quarterback had 4 good games in his whole fucking career. So I'm not worried about that right now. I'm worried. If anything, I'm worried about the damn secondary getting flags against Jefferson and the USC receiver kid. Yeah. And they good. You feel me? So I'm more worried about that. Sam Darnold just ain't took no big hit yet. And usually when him getting hit coincides with his play. So I'm more concerned about making sure we get to them, but their defense is really what's making them the success they are. That guy, that Brian Flores, there's something about his blitz concepts that throw these teams off. So yes, offense, what they say, offense put the fans in the seats, but the defense win the game kind of thing. So that's what I got for them. I can't say that they didn't surprise me with they play because that'd just be all out just hater and Brizzle. But I can't say, I can't sit here and say like, oh shit, man, we got to play Minnesota. Ain't happening yet. I can't wait to play them, honestly. So that's about it I got for that. But the Bears are who we thought they were. So.
I told y'all, Bobby's blessed tonight, man. He is just something else. Okay, Nate Rucker. Nate, your outlook on this division? I mean, again, I just want to clarify. I'm not saying that I'm scared of Minnesota. I'm just saying that Minnesota and Chicago, I thought, ain't no doubt about it, we're going to beat that ass for 4 quarters. And then Green Bay, we're going to struggle with, but we should beat them too. That was my mindset, and that's changed a little bit because of the quality of teams Minnesota has gone up against and the quality of those victories. Yeah. What do you think?
Hey, listen. Like I said, they wrong. The Bears need to write a petition. The Bears fans need to write a petition or something, man. They were bamboozled. They really thought they had something going, man. Because I watched a couple of Hard Knocks. I can't even lie. I watched it, man. I only watched 1 or 2 episodes. I said, man, this is wrong how they about to do these dudes. And then, lo and behold, Hey,
I was
Caleb,
I was
and
trying
then
I was trying to pitch it to Nate, and Bobby just intercepted
yeah,
it and
yeah,
said,
yeah.
"Bring that
Oh,
Bears ass back
just,
in."
hey, just real quick. I knew the Bears was gonna be messed up when Caleb Williams couldn't even accept that constructive criticism that CJ Stroud was trying to tell him. I knew they was
Yeah,
fucked then.
he
Yeah,
pulled a
I said it.
he
Yeah, he
pulled a James
fucked.
Harden. He pulled a
Yeah, they
James
fucked.
Harden mid-interview. He was like, I'm out of
Yeah, they
here.
fucked. They
I'm like,
fucked.
ooh.
He too arrogant. He too arrogant, and he ain't even that good. So his
He
attitude
said,
is gonna be
boy,
his bigger problem.
don't you dare chip my nails with your criticism. Anyway,
Ooh, don't go there.
Mm.
come on now. Let's go. I'm gonna try to hand this thing off to Nate again. Nate,
Go
hopefully.
ahead, Nate.
Well, if y'all remember, we did our NFC North preview. And I told y'all the only team that I would even be concerned about was Minnesota. I knew that the Bears wasn't going to be shit, and that people were all ooh and ah over Jordan Love, and to me, he wasn't anything spectacular. They didn't have anything else, no good help on the outside as far as receivers. You got a couple of good guys on defense. You got Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, and then you got Jair Alexander. Quay Walker's okay, but you still missing too many pieces. The Bears was just dog shit, which is nothing new. Only thing they had was a defense, which got better at the trade deadline.
They still ain't got no line. None.
Mm.
They ain't no line. They
No,
line
that's
is
what I'm talking
whack.
about. I'm talking defensive line. Like regardless
Yeah.
what you
Defense is cool.
do, regardless what you do on the when you're talking about offensive skill pieces, if you don't have nobody that can block, and if people remember, I had Caleb Williams as my fifth best quarterback coming out. Remember
Right.
that?
You and I were looked at as a bunch of haters, Nate, because we both said the same shit. I said, how is it that you can have an absolute collapse in your season and yet it gets blamed on everybody else and not you as the quarterback? I said something's wrong about this, and Nate agreed with me.
I told you, like to me, was he better than Michael Penix? No.
Nope.
JJ McCarthy?
Nope.
No. I mean,
Jamarcus Russell?
no.
Maybe.
When you look at all them quarterbacks, them five quarterbacks that came out, was Caleb Williams better than the guys he got took ahead of? Fuck no.
Right.
But
Jaden
whatever.
Daniels, Jaden Daniels, he looks fucking real, man.
But
Yeah, he
again,
dope. He dope. Hey, but the Bears messed up because they had 2 first-round picks. They messed up by going to get a receiver. They should have did like we did and got a left tackle or something.
now the thing is, Rome is going to be good. He's going to be good. The downside is you have to have time to get him the ball.
A line.
So that
Remember
line,
how
it don't
excited they
matter
were?
if every time I say hike, I got 1.1 seconds before I get fucking hit. So,
Paint on
he's
his nails is chipping. I'm just saying.
right. Like then they showed DeAndre Swift last 25 runs before this past week.
Yeah,
His
that was
longest run was for 4 yards.
Yeah, it was like 4 yards.
He had more negative plays than he did positive runs. And guess what? That's not on DeAndre Swift. That's on your offensive fucking line.
Wait a minute though. I'm gonna take that back because I seen some damn DeAndre Swift runs when he was running the wrong damn way. On the his vision whack. His vision ain't on that
I wouldn't
either.
say it's whack. It's number one. He doesn't trust that offensive line.
Okay, I give you that. I give you that.
You had 2 of the best in DeAndre Swift's career. He's had 2 of the best offensive lines any running back has ever had. He's had the Lions offensive line, and then he's had the Eagles offensive line. So it didn't matter where he ran. He didn't always have to follow the play. He was able to improvise, get north and south, get to the outside, and do what he does. Now, the Bears, it don't matter if he follows where the fuck it's supposed to go, he's going to get hit. So in his eyes, he probably says, shit, it's better for me to bounce this because I know as soon as I go following this counter, I go right behind this guard, I'm going to get lit the fuck up. So I can't really put it all on him.
Do y'all remember the commercial they used to play back in the day of Cam Newton out there playing with the little kids? Remember that? I feel like they should remake that commercial.
I'm warming my arm up. I remember that. Yeah.
from a defensive player perspective, and the little kids would be Chicago because they're just running through them like it's a pee-wee game, and you got an adult out there. But
Yeah.
it's bad. It's bad. But you know what? I will say, I brings me a special type of joy to see DeAndre having so much success out there in Chicago. So.
Yeah.
Well, hey, to add on to that, Elijah, I feel bad for how happy I feel about their demise. I swear to God, I do. They bombs. It's just the joy that comes over me.
What did they do to you? Like, did you used to be a Bears fan, and then like at 5 years old, they didn't show up for your birthday party?
Elijah, Elijah, I'd rather you cuss at me to ever even put my name in the sentence as a Bear fan.
I'm just wondering what they did to you. What did
the Bears are just trash?
Hey, I'm gonna do like CJ Stroud. Hell no, fuck the Bears, man.
Right.
No,
I mean, all the way from
the Bears.
They ugly
I never liked them.
Mascot, that ugly ass emblem. Like
I like Walter Payton. Yeah, I like Walter Payton.
I can explain why I don't like the Packers. It's because that's my dad's team, and I don't like them because of that. And honestly, prior to Aaron Rodgers, when they had Brett Favre, before everything came out about Brett Favre, but anyway, prior to that, I enjoyed watching Brett Favre and the Packers with my dad because he looked like he was having fun out there.
Yeah, Favre was a man.
But then they got Rodgers, and Rodgers was just unbearable. And then, like I said, I became a Lions fan in 2007, so I hated the Packers ever since. But it seems like with you, Bobby, like there's no reason why you hate them. You just hate the Bears. And I'm just curious what happened.
Since you want me to sit on your couch, I will.
He froze. He froze right in the middle of telling this story. We will never know.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be truthful. I have an issue with the Bears because they are literally one game away from being the Detroit Lions. They only won one damn Super Bowl. Minnesota ain't never won a Super Bowl, so them is my beast with them teams too. They're not like a team that's a history team. They've been here, since day one. Can't deny that, but the Bears never had a quarterback ever. Even when they won the Super Bowl, the defense was winning the game. And two, they just like they'll have their fans. It's really not the Bears, it's they damn fans, man. I don't like I just have issues with
Chicago
fans.
Bears fans are annoying, man.
They whack as hell. And then it's just funny how stupid they are. They get rid of Justin Fields. Obviously, having way more success he had in these 4 games with Pittsburgh than he done had with the Bears. But they changed out quarterbacks, but they didn't do nothing with the line, and they acting like me personally, I don't think Caleb Williams is the problem. I think it's just something in the Chicago water that makes all their quarterbacks trash.
He said something in the water.
It's that water.
I tell you what, man, I've said it for a long time. I've said it for a long time. I said it this offseason when we knew the Bears were picking number 1. These guys have already heard me say this, okay? The Bears, if you look at their entire history, man, they have never been able to develop a quarterback, even when they got to the Super Bowl. Both of their quarterbacks, if you look at their stats, were subpar. But anyway, moving on to the Lions here. Obviously, the next game for us is going to be one that's going to have.
Hold on. Can I do my victory hat?
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't know you had one today.
Boy, you full of shit, boy.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see this thing.
It's this one. I like this hat. Oh, let me see. It always blocking my face. Oops.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it got the hat, the logo all over here. Well, it's blocking my face. Maybe I put my face in front of it.
It's because of your background. That's why.
Well, I ain't cutting the background off. But anyway, it's good. I'm going to post it on the page. It cost $40-ish. With my discount, it was... No, wait a minute. It costs $54. No. It costs $48, but with my discount, it came out to $38. So I got about $9 and some change off on the discount. When I walked in, Liz, my dude was like, "I already knew you was coming, man." It was almost like he was waiting on me. So that was
Well,
cool. Go ahead, Elijah. I know you got something witty to say.
he probably heard the music coming from about 3 miles
Mhm.
away, right? And
I,
saw you walking in like Ric Flair with the smoke and
hey,
everything. Like, oh, here it comes.
I was definitely forward down the road. Yes, that was true. And it's just good that this buy Lions hat. See, I could look. They had a special: buy one get one half off. But bam, I didn't want to cheat the system. Just give me one.
That's right.
Just give me
Just
one.
give him one. Just give him
Yeah,
one.
but hey, yeah, but you know, the hats is a part of me, man. It's just everything's good.
So, go ahead, Nate.
I'm not completely over this cold,
Okay.
and this medicine is kicking in, and I'm sitting here kind of like,
Are you sipping on the scissor? You sipping on the scissor? Yeah, I know it. He's sipping
No.
on the scissor. He's sipping
no,
on the
because
scissor.
listen, like yesterday, it was real bad yesterday. It's bad early, like it was bad earlier too. So it was just like, and now the medicine and stuff is kicking in. I'm
You about to
sitting
go to
here.
sleep. You falling asleep.
So the phone's not going to die. I just want to get. Look, I'm glad I was able to get on here with y'all. Y'all boys do a phenomenal job, but it looked like I got into a fight with Tommy Hearns. My eyes is puffy. I'm about to go to sleep.
Not Martin. Not the Martin face though. Not the Martin face though.
We only have 2 subjects left. We're going to talk about the Dallas game, and then we're going to get out of here tonight. So, but I totally understand, Nate. If you got to go now, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
But
Hang
as we
on,
turn
Blue.
the
Hang
page,
on, Blue.
as we turn the page to this Dallas game, we once again find ourselves going to Dallas. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd time in a row we've gone to Dallas. I don't get that. But Bobby, I know your household, this game means a great deal. So tell us a little bit about the connection between you and the Cowboys, and give us your thoughts about this game before you toss it over to Nick.
My dad is a Cowboys fan. He's kind of similar to me with as being a Lions fan. If they not doing what they supposed to do, my dad will cook them. I mean, he really not happy with the Cowboys right now. So I knowing my dad, I haven't talked to him about it though, but knowing my dad, he probably betting on the Lions to win if anything. But watching and talking about the Cowboys Lions game with my dad, that's must see TV. You know, just growing up and just through my adulthood, he lay a nice spread out on game day when they play, so it's good eating for sure. But there's always some kind of cheating going on in the game. I'm not really excited about playing the Cowboys right now because they looking bad, so they probably due for a win. And so I don't know. Oops.
They cheating.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but it's always like a mini holiday when anybody play the Cowboys. I'm pretty sure, like even like Cleveland fans or Chicago fans, they get excited when they play Dallas, right? So when the schedule came out, I made sure I requested Sunday off. That Sunday off, so I don't even have to like make maneuvers or use PTO to watch the game. So when I looked at the schedule, it's one of them games where you circle the schedule every time you see Dallas. But like you said, I wasn't happy seeing them playing in their stadium. Is they gonna ever come to Detroit ever? Lord have mercy. But it would be nice. It would be nice to kick their butt. So we're not doing predictions, or are we just talking about
so Nate's probably got about 5% battery life left on his iPhone right now. So you need to go ahead and give that
prediction. Go ahead, brother. Go.
What's your prediction, Bobby, before we toss it over to Nate?
No, but it's 2 weeks from now, though. We on bye week next week, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're on a bye week, but you can give your prediction now if you want to.
Okay, the number is going to change. Leave me room to change it.
Come on now.
Okay, leave me room to change it, depending on the injury report. But as of right now, today, October 1st. I got the Detroit
102
Lions.
nothing.
I got close. 100 Detroit. Cowboys 0. But
Perfect. There we go.
yeah,
There we go. We're being serious. That's a
yeah.
serious bet.
100
All right,
Detroit, Cowboys 0.
Nate,
28-14 Detroit.
any thoughts outside of that?
It's the Cowboys. They suck. They
Yeah,
cheat.
they're gonna have a referee.
It's gonna be a lot of fucking TVs being broke by Dallas fans. Like our fans gonna go down there like they did last night. They're gonna travel to Texas. It's gonna be another home game. They're gonna find a way to screw us because Aiden Hutchinson destroyed their fucking offensive line last year. And this is the same offensive line where he fucked y'all up. I think he had three shots. I think he had 3 against Dallas. In the when the game they cheated. If I'm mistaken, he had 3 that game.
J-Mo was kicking their butt too.
Right. And so it's like now, it's like, man, what are y'all really gonna do? Like CD Lamb and Press Shit was arguing on the damn sideline. Press Shit is always hot shit anyway. So he's just a watered down fucking Russell Westbrook. I mean,
Russell Wilson. You mean Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah, Russell Wilson. No,
okay.
He's really tired now. He really tired. He hanging in there.
But yeah, 28-14 Lions.
All right, I'm going to say for my score prediction, I think we jump on them early and we don't stop scoring. So I'm going to say 35-21 Lions in the game. And before we get to our final thoughts, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about this. So I'm going to throw this out there to everybody. Some kind of interesting news, I guess you would say. So obviously, during the game last night, the Lions inducted Calvin Johnson into their Ring of Honor. Right.
Did you cry? Did you cry? Did you cry, Elijah? Did you cry?
And that meant a lot to me. I mean, I wasn't involved in it by any way, but it meant a lot to me to see that happen because that's freaking cool.
I was happy for Calvin, to be honest. Yeah.
Something else is happening. Somebody from that same draft class is going to get his name up in the rafters of the stadium that he played in.
Patrick Willis.
No. Well, maybe Patrick Willis. But actually happening, I believe it's this Tuesday. Or no, not this Tuesday, next Tuesday, 10 o'clock in the morning, okay? If you head down to the Oakland Coliseum, they're going to put Jamarcus Russell's name up in there. So I just want to make sure everybody knows about that.
Elijah, go to hell, man. Lord have mercy.
Listen, they got to do something. I mean, they don't got a baseball team no more. They don't got a football team anymore. They
got the Warriors.
On the rafters.
They got the Warriors.
Up in the rafters. There you go. Honoring Jamarcus Russell for all he took from the organization. Notice how I said that. Anyway, moving on to final remarks here. Bobby's laughing. Anyway, so going on to our final remarks here. Let's start off with Nate because Nate's tired.
He going off that scissor, man. He off that scissor.
No,
this show brought to you by Z.
Man, this damn Theraflu.
Oh yeah, all that shit. All it do is to make you go to sleep to get
Right, and then look. Then I took the one shot at the beginning of the show. I was good.
That's what messed you up. That's what took you over time. Yeah, you ain't supposed to mix that cough syrup with that alcohol, man. I'm telling you.
Guess what? Hey, listen, I'm gonna open up this window. I'm gonna see back and breathe through the night, bro. Watch. They gonna hear me snoring all the way to the corner. But final remarks. I hate to keep doing this, but told you so. Everybody be panicking. Me and Bobby, we told y'all about J-Mo. We've told y'all about Jared Goff. We have defended the Lions pick of Jahmyr Gibbs for so long. We defended the pick of the Lions trading up for Jamison Williams. Like, I hate to say it, man, but
I think we got the best offense in the league for sure. I swear I do.
Because Philly is still shit. When Ben Johnson is able to control the game like he does, he's like giving a 2-year-old a paintbrush and just say, do what you want. Like you don't know what's coming out of this. you have no idea what he's going to come up with. And for him, when it's clicking, like it's a thing of beauty. Like, who the fuck throws a throwback to Jared Goff? Like, dude, he still had 3 yards to get into the end zone. I still thought he wasn't gonna make it.
Hey, did you see my Facebook post? Hey, did y'all see my Facebook post? I was like, Jared Goff, he run like a math teacher, but good.
Dog, listen. I was like, dog, is he hiding in from the 3? And still, I was like, oh my. But
Jared Goff's speed level is so much so that if he was a television show, they'd have to stop the episode midway through and say, tune in next week to find out if he makes it.
Oh,
man, let me tell you, boy. The ball was hanging in the air, and I said, damn.
But he didn't catch it. I'm giving him credit for his over-the-head catch.
Yeah, that's nice catch.
So St. Brown threw a perfect pass and him right in the bread basket. So that's good. And then again, I want to tell everybody to hopefully y'all leave J-Mo alone. He's taking the top off of the defenses like we told y'all. He was worth the 12 picks.
He's so fast.
He's still going to get better.
And also, he ain't running as fast as yet either, man, because he was playing around at the end of that run. He ain't even touched his max speed. No way.
Also, man, just another big shout out to Brad Holmes. Like, Tim Patrick has been a sneaky good acquisition.
Yeah, I think he's doing well to replacing Reynolds too. That's a good point, Nate.
Yeah, so I mean, I thought we would have said Allen Robinson. We didn't. But Tim Patrick fits, man. You know, he doesn't run as good or as fast.
Solid hands, though. Them hands solid.
Yeah, but he's still 6'4". You know, fuck, he still can beat me in a goddamn foot race, so that's all that counts.
But your Achilles is injured right now, Nate. Come on.
You got that McCaffrey.
I'm just saying, though. Like, my money's on Nate Rucker. I'm just saying. So
listen,
he got that McCaffrey.
Nah. At 18, anybody who knew me in high school from 18 to 26, like I was running a sub 4.4. Like I was really around. So my best 40 time was like a 4.32, some shit like that.
Yeah, that's fast, big dog.
If anybody knew me back when I was 18, I was running subs with extra meat and extra cheese.
I was doing like the old Mr. Perfect commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would take the football, throw it in the air, and run under it and catch it.
Are you catching yourself?
Yeah, I would do. I was racing, man. I was racing guys on bikes, like all type of shit. Like literally, I was. For real, my 100 meters at the time was like 10.5 or 10.6, some shit like that. So I had some pretty decent wheels for a guy back then.
Bobby, your closing remarks, my friend.
I love life. Everything is good. I could not want for anything else in this beautiful, beautiful world right now. So, no, good, man. You know how it is when the Lions win, the coffee better, the damn water better, even the Swishers is better. Everything's good.
Perfect. All right. So for my closing remarks, I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in once again to another On the Hunt podcast episode. This was 78. So not tomorrow, but next week will be 79. 79 episodes. That's absolutely insane. So I do want to say thank you to Reggie Funches. I know he hasn't been on the last couple episodes, but we're looking forward to getting him on.
Work, man.
Also want to say a thank you to the #1 Lions fan, Mr. Bobby Bless.
I was about to say, who else took my spot? I thought
calm down. It's okay.
Oh, sometimes you gotta leave with Bobby, the #1, because I was kind of in purgatory for a minute. But let's go.
Oh, come on now. All right, and the resident defensive coordinator, Nate Rucker. I do want to thank all these gentlemen because without them, the show would sound a little something like this.
Oh my!
It wouldn't be as entertaining. I'm just saying.
Throw a tomato at him.
So with that being said, hey, remember, if you are running a sub, make sure you're running 2 subs this week. So with that being said, be good to yourself, be good to others in that order. We will